everyone, it's Elegant Polish and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review and live swatches of these polishes by color Prevails. I have 8 different colors to show you guys today. Before I begin with the live swatches, I just want to give you some quick background information. So this is a somewhat new brand. It is a 5-free formula. It can be found at Walgreens. If you do not have a Walgreens near you, you can go on walgreens.com and order them from there. There are 35 custom mixed colors, so there are plenty to choose from. And my favorite part is that the brush has this cute little butterfly on it, and the way you hold it makes it easier for you to paint your nails. So if you're not particularly good at painting your nails, this is a great option for you because the way that the handle is formed makes it easier to paint your nails, and that will be shown during the live swatches. So let's get started. The first color is called Socially Awkward. It is a mint green, it looks like. Pretty good coverage in one coat. It's a straight up cream polish. The brush does make it pretty easy to paint your nails at any angle, because this is a kind of awkward angle, and it's still pretty easy. As you guys can see, I'm getting my whole nail pretty well. So that is one coat of Socially Awkward. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. Here's 2 coats of Socially Awkward. It's definitely more of like a yellow green than a mint green. It doesn't have that hint of blue that mint greens normally have. It covers pretty nicely in 2 coats. You probably will need a third. It's still a little bit streaky, but I bet a third coat will make it completely opaque. So I'm going to let that dry and come back for a third coat. Here's 3 coats of Socially Awkward. The third coat definitely makes this color completely opaque. The third coat also makes this color look more minty. It looks pretty minty in the bottle, so I was kind of surprised on the first coat that it looked a little bit more like a yellowy green color. This is definitely a mint when you apply the third coat. So there is 3 coats of Socially Awkward. The next color is called Babeland. The consistency of this is pretty thin. As you can see, it kind of flooded my cuticle a bit. The formula is actually not that bad, but it's a little bit thinner than Socially Awkward. It has beautiful pigmentation. This is a pretty light pink. This is once again a cream polish, and it goes on very nicely, and it is pretty good coverage in one coat for such a light pink color. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. Here's 2 coats of Babeland. It definitely makes the color completely opaque in 2 coats. I don't think I'm going to need a third, but I'm going to see if I do once it dries. This has a pretty nice formula for a light pink polish, because normally light pinks can be kind of sheer almost, but this has really nice pigmentation. And I think the consistency isn't that thin. I think I just put too much on my brush when I did my pointer finger, so that's why it flooded. So there is 2 coats of Babeland. The next color is called Privileged. This is a beautiful, beautiful blue polish. It covers really well in one coat. I don't even know if I'm going to need a second coat on this one. I might actually only need one. It has awesome pigmentation. I probably will have to do a second coat just to fill in some blank spots that I have on my nails, but I bet if you did one thick formula or one thick application, you could definitely get away with one coat. It's really well pigmented. So I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. This is 2 coats of Privileged. The second coat really makes the color come together, and there are no streaks or empty spots in my nails once 2 coats have been applied. As I said, you probably could have gotten away with one coat, just depends on your application. I really love this color. The formula is perfect. It's not too thick, not too thin, it's just right. This is definitely a beautiful color. So that was 2 coats of Privileged. The next color is called Crank Call. This is a beautiful orange. I'm actually not a huge fan of orange, but as I see when I'm applying this polish, that I'm going to love it. It's a little bit sheer because you can still see my nail line almost, but it's opaque at the same time. I'm not really sure how it's going to look after it dries, but I think I actually might be able to get away with one coat on this guy. The formula is a little bit jelly, sheer-like. I'm not sure if it's because of how the color looks, but it definitely looks kind of like a jelly polish. The formula is really nice, and I think I am able to get away with one coat. My guess for this polish is that if you do apply 2 coats, it'll deepen the color quite a bit, but I think actually I'm able to get away with one coat. So there's 1 coat of Crank Call. The next color is called Tattletale. This polish is beautiful. I absolutely love the color on this one. It has a great formula. It has the same formula as Crank Call. And I actually quite like that formula. It's a little bit jelly-like. And I think I'll be able to get away with one coat on this guy too. This color has a beautiful formula. And I really do love this color. I probably would be able to get away with one coat just like Crank Call because it has the exact same formula. It is really highly pigmented for a jelly-like polish. It's in between a cream and a jelly. I think that's called acrylic. I'm not really sure. But there is 1 coat of Tattletale. The next color is called Glossy Posse. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So this is just a white polish. I've been currently searching and on the hunt for a white polish that has a good consistency, a great formula, and it looks white. And as I'm applying this, I think I just found the one. Look at how opaque that is, guys, in 1 coat. If you're like doing water marble or stamping or anything like that, you could probably get away with 1 coat. But you might need to, depending, once again, how thick you apply this. But can you see that, guys? Look at, that's 1 coat. It's almost opaque. I've been looking for a polish like this forever because the polish that I have been using, which is called Correction Tape by Spell by Wet n Wild, it has been discontinued. So I've been on the hunt that one wasn't that good anyways, but I've been on a hunt for a white polish that gets opaque in a few coats. And I think I just found the one. This is $8, guys, and it's literally almost opaque in one coat. So that is one coat of Glossy Posse. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Glossy Posse. As you guys can see, this is opaque in one coat. It has an awesome formula. Like, this is probably the best polish that the best white polish that I've ever tried. Because it's hard to find white polishes that get opaque in one coat or 2 coats like this one and have like a good formula, good dry time and all that stuff. And this one has all of that. I've literally been searching everywhere and I've tried so many polishes to finally find the right white polish, and I just did, so I'm extremely happy about that. So there is 2 coats of Glossy Posse. The last polish I have for you guys is called No Regrets. It's just a normal black polish. I've been on a hunt for a black polish that I really like also. And once again, I seriously think I just found it. One coat, completely opaque. Do you see that, guys? Completely opaque. No streaks whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful black. Very well pigmented. Completely opaque. All the blacks I've tried, I needed 2 coats because the polish wasn't fully opaque and it looked a little bit like sheer, but this polish, it's so well pigmented. I have never had a black polish like this that has been completely opaque in one coat. Do you see that, guys? This is just amazing formula. This black polish is beautiful. So that is 1 coat of No Regrets. I am so in love with this polish line. All of the polishes were amazing. They dried super fast. None of them stained, including the black polish. When I swatch, I don't use a base coat. So all of these polishes are really high pigmented and none of them stained whatsoever. The black polish, as you guys can see, didn't even leave one little black spot behind. I just wanted to show you guys real quick my picks from this collection. I have 4. I know that's a lot, but it was really hard to pick my favorites. So the first one is Tattletale. This was just a beautiful color and I am obsessed with it. The next is Prevails. This had an amazing pigmentation in the color. The color is beautiful and I loved it. Then my last 2 were just the black and white polish. The black is called No Regrets. And then the white is called, what is it called? Glossy Posse. As you guys know, I've been searching a while for black and white polishes, and these are by far the best that I've ever tried. So I would definitely recommend picking up these 2 along with my other 2 picks from this line. So yeah, I will leave their link down below to the Walgreens website. You guys can browse their other 35 custom mixed colors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and thanks for watching.